One day, we see a couple of birds in our park, right in front of our house. They had two small chicks with them, running with them. But the chicks couldn't fly. I always try to protect them from approaching crows and magpies. That is in addition to the mother and father birds. But they are not a match for a strong magpie. They are doing a hard job of protecting their offspring. You may have heard a loud screaming call that sounds like kekekekek, echoing near your house, but never bothered to have a second look. That's the sound of Australia's famous masked lapwing bird. These amazing birds are everywhere in Australia, and today we'll discover their incredible world. The masked lapwing is one of Australia's most recognizable birds. They stand about 33 to 38 centimeters tall. But what makes them really special is their bright yellow mask on their face and long reddish legs. Their wingspan stretches an impressive 75 to 85 centimeters. You can spot these birds all across Australia, except in Western Australia. These spurs are not poisonous, even though many people think they are. The birds use these spurs to defend their babies from cats, dogs, and other predators. These birds are master survivors in modern Australia. They've learned to live alongside humans better than almost any other wild bird. You'll find them in city parks, school playgrounds, golf courses, and even supermarket parking lots. Research shows that suburban masked lapwings are actually 7% heavier and in better condition than their countryside cousins. The masked lapwing has quite a menu. They eat insects, worms, millipedes, centipedes, and small crustaceans. They also munch on leaves, seeds, and occasionally small frogs. Most of their food comes from just below the ground surface. They spend hours walking slowly across grass, stabbing their beaks into the soil to find tasty treats. But it's their family life that makes these birds truly special. Female masked lapwings lay 3 to 4 brown speckled eggs in a simple scrape on the ground. No wonder they seem cranky during breeding season. When the chicks hatch, something amazing happens. Within just a few hours, these tiny babies can walk, see, and feed themselves. But they grow incredibly fast. The young birds often stay with their parents for up to 2 years. Masked lapwings are famous for being protective parents. During nesting season, they become flying alarm systems. They'll swoop at anyone who comes too close to their nest. But they rarely make contact with people. Instead, they use clever tricks. They might pretend to have a broken wing to lure predators away from their babies. They even pretend to defend fake nests as a distraction. Research reveals these birds have their own language. Long calls tell chicks to come closer, while single chirps every few seconds mean, move away. Parents can guide their babies to safety using these special sounds. The masked lapwing faces some challenges in modern Australia. Their main predators include foxes, cats, crows, and ravens. Habitat loss from urban development affects some populations. But surprisingly, many urban birds do better than rural ones. City birds have higher hatching success rates than farm birds. Climate change affects their breeding patterns differently across Australia. These changes happen as temperatures warm across the continent. The breeding season varies across Australia's different regions. However, after about 2 weeks, we saw only the parent birds but not the chicks. Not sure what happened to them. We walked around the block and nearby parks to see any signs. Story is not finished yet. Some fascinating behaviors make these birds unique. They never really sleep properly because they live on the ground. Instead, they take short naps while staying alert for danger. You might even hear them calling at night if something disturbs them. Their lifespan in the wild ranges from 10 to 16 years. But some captive birds have lived up to 20 years. These birds mate for life, forming strong pair bonds that last many years. Urban research shows city masked lapwings behave differently from country birds. They move around more, fly faster, and spend less time on the ground. This happens because city life brings more disturbances from cars, people, and pets. The constant movement works against them though, using more energy and giving them less time to find food. Despite challenges, masked lapwings continue thriving across Australia. They've even spread naturally to other countries. New Zealand now has established populations that started from birds flying there from Australia. They're also found in Indonesia, New Guinea, and several Pacific islands. The masked lapwing shows us how wildlife can adapt to changing environments. From remote bushland to busy city centers, these remarkable birds have found ways to survive and prosper. Their success story proves that with the right adaptations, nature and human development can coexist. After about 3 weeks, I saw only one chick with the parent birds by the roadside. Next time you hear that distinctive kekekekek call, remember to protect them from magpies. Do not forget to click the like button and subscribe. On the screen, you see an essential video for you. Thanks very much for